as you're going through the pandemic, as you're dealing with kind of the racial uprisings, can you give us just a couple of things of how have you managed to take care of yourself through this? And then Jay, I'm going to come back to you to hear your answer as well.
Right. Well, I think it's honest to say that it's been one of the toughest years for all of us. We don't learn how to live through a pandemic. This is my first pandemic. I know that it's most people's first pandemic. And so day to day, we're learning how to handle the stress of it, the loss concerning it, and then also just the grief, the collective grief that we're experiencing as a world together. And as a therapist, typically don't go through this parallel process with your clients where you have some distance between what they're experiencing and what you're experiencing. The pandemic just took that completely away. I feel what my clients feel. And so really being able to tap into things that are healthy for me. Therapists have therapists too. I see my therapist every week. It's important for my regulation. It's important for me to be able to talk about the things that I'm taking in each day. And then also having boundaried rest, taking time to rest, to lean into joy, to lean into compassion. Having self-compassion has been a part of my practice too. And just seeking the presence of those that love you is transformative. And so those are some of the things that I find myself doing. Tactical things, scheduling, sleep, it changes a lot.
So say more. I was just writing that down as you were speaking. Boundaried rest. Can you say more? Because I think, especially when I think of Black people and
Yeah.
how hard we have had to work, can you just say more a bit about like what specifically do you do to give yourself boundaried rest?
Right. So typically it's around sleep, number one, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes it's really difficult to pursue that on a day-to-day basis. We're busy, we have schedules, we have kids, we have partners, but being able to say, I'm going to attend to the rest that I need can be transformative for people. And then mental, psychological, and spiritual rest, not letting everyone have access to you, turning off your screens, taking rest from some of the things that you're doing during the daytime, whether it be duties with your family or duties in your job, taking a moment to eat, right? And to rest and to allow yourself to process food. It sounds silly, but really people need permission to do these things. And so boundaried rest is more than sleep. It's around being able to feel rested psychologically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally.
Thank you for those tangible tips of, and you're right, it sounds simple, but it's not, right? It's something that people struggle with. So thank you for kind of the really concrete lessons that you're giving about boundaried sleep. Thank you. And rest.